is an important day in the life of the university, a day to celebrate the success of our graduates. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony and to formally declare this congregation of the university open. Please be seated.
Chancellor, my name is Professor Paul Ahluwalia. I'm the Pro-Vice Chancellor for Research and Innovation. Chancellor, my university executive board colleagues, heads of school, and members of the University of Portsmouth community, colleagues, distinguished guests, graduates, parents, family, and friends. I'm delighted to be here with you today on this important occasion in our graduates' lives. To each of you, I offer my congratulations. What you have achieved in completing a degree is a significant accomplishment. Regardless of your chosen field of study, graduation signifies the culmination of several years of hard work on your part. Today is a celebration of your efforts and also offers a time for us to thank the academic and professional staff who've been absolutely committed to helping you achieve your learning goals. Finally, thanks must go to the family and friends, employers, colleagues, and mentors who've also played an important role in the success of each graduate. You can all be justly proud of your efforts. At this juncture, I just want to ask our graduates to please stand up. And graduates, can you please join me in thanking your family and friends by applauding? Come on, there's a few of us, but we can make a bit of noise. Come on. Thank you. Please be seated. While this is a day of celebration, it also represents a point of departure, and many of you will be moving on from studying at the University of Portsmouth to a new stage of your lives, where you will have the opportunity to make your mark in the community, whether at a local, regional, or indeed global level. The purpose of higher education has often been characterized as an endeavor that leads to self-fulfillment, personal development, and the pursuit of knowledge as an end in itself, the provision of skills of critical analysis and independent thought to support full participation in civil society, and the preparation of leaders for diverse global environments and support for a highly productive and professional labor force. However, these days, these sentiments must be seen against a backdrop of globalization and the internationalization of education. We now see significant movement of students, academics, and programs across national and cultural boundaries, rendering the world a mere global village. The university has endeavored to instill in you a body of knowledge and a set of qualities that will prepare you for your future life as a global citizen. But the true value of your University of Portsmouth education lies in how you use this knowledge for the greater good of your communities. A university education empowers you to connect more directly and boldly with the large questions of our time. We live in times of great economic, political, and cultural change. Minority government in the United Kingdom, President Trump in the US, Brexit and all that surrounds it, as well as global issues such as climate change. The challenge today is to take the best of our insights and experiences and knowledge and turn them into actions in order to improve people's lives and prospects. Portsmouth remains among the best universities worldwide. Your university is doing exceptionally well, with The Guardian placing us amongst the top 25 universities in the UK and the award of a gold rating in the government's recent assessment of teaching quality, the TEF. We're also engaging in a world-leading research across topics as diverse as sustainable cities, plastic waste, healthcare technologies, cybersecurity, cosmology and space science, brain tumors, and climate change. And over the last 5 years, Papers by our academics have attracted more than 40,000 citations. In partnership with the Universities of Southampton and Brighton, we were chosen by the Economic and Social Research Council to train PhD students in areas including criminology, psychology, linguistics, and social statistics. We were also selected by the Science and Technology Facilities Council to deliver PhDs in data science, working with our partners at Southampton, Sussex, Queen Mary, and the Open University to equip students with the skills they need to engage at the forefront of modern science. We also work with businesses, making sure our research and innovation can be applied practically in the real world, and helping to support and develop the local economy. We've engaged with more than 600 businesses this last year and now run 4 innovation centers supporting local startup and growing businesses, including those that our students have developed. Now, these are remarkable achievements that we are very proud of, not for ourselves, but because they mean we're giving you, our students, the best education, the best opportunities, and the best start to your careers and your futures. At the university, we remain aspirational, energetic, and committed to change and success, ensuring an enduring partnership with each of you. There's little doubt that the knowledge, skills, and values that you have developed during your studies here at Portsmouth will help you become leaders within your community in the future. I urge you to use your credentials from the university to good effect. We live in particularly unsettling times where the world is facing problems of enormous gravity, but we also inhabit a planet where there is an unprecedented connection between peoples. More than at any other epoch, we are interdependent, reliant on people we have never encountered. As the philosopher Martha Nussbaum said, the colossal issues and problems we face, economic, environmental, religious, and political, are global in their scope. They have no hope of being solved unless people once distant come together and cooperate in ways they have never done before. As our most recent graduates, you will bring a unique perspective to these issues and impact on our society. I've no doubt that it is amongst our newest graduates that the solutions to some of the world's most challenging and intractable problems will be found. As Drew Faust, the president of Harvard University, has observed, higher learning can offer individuals and societies a depth and breadth of vision absent from the inevitably myopic present. Human beings need meaning, understanding, and perspective, as well as jobs. The question should not be whether we can afford to believe in such purposes in these times, but whether we can afford not to. As we celebrate your achievements, we're also looking to the future and the phenomenal potential that you have to benefit your community. Your study has empowered you to cultivate strong roots within your community, allowing you to maintain links with local issues and struggles, whilst realizing that these are inextricably linked to global imperatives. Together, we're on the way to shaping the future. Futures are forged by the choices we make today and the way we decide to transfer knowledge that we have acquired and to make our own ripples throughout our world. Today is just the beginning of a lifelong relationship with your university as you become members of an international community of Portsmouth graduates. Please do make use of our excellent alumni association and keep in touch with us and with each other as you take the next step on your journey through life. Continue to live by the values of your university. Be responsible, be open, and be ambitious. In all that you do, never, never settle for second best. It's an honor for me to address you on a day in which you celebrate one of life's great milestones, and to have this opportunity to congratulate you, your family and friends who have supported your ambition, drive, and focus. I wish you every success and encourage you to be bold and give back to the communities that have not only sustained you, but have enabled you to shape a better future for all of us. Thank you. Chancellor, the university has resolved to confer the title of Fellow of the University Honours Causa upon Mr. Julian Wadsworth, MBE.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and graduates. For over 20 years, Julian Wadsworth, MBE, has been working with vulnerable young people within the Portsmouth area. He is passionate about social justice and is driven by a belief that enabling young people to fulfill their potential regardless of barriers or inequalities, will make communities stronger and healthier in the future. Raised and educated in Portsmouth, Julian's aspiration was to become an athlete or professional footballer. And despite firm affiliation with Portsmouth Football Club, he joined Southampton Youth Side aged 15. Unfortunately, due to ill health, this career path was not meant to be. But he realised that sport was his only passion and motivation. In 1999, Julian joined Portsmouth City Council as a sports development and positive futures officer. Working within disadvantaged areas of the city, including Portsea and Somerstown, he developed and managed a number of crime prevention initiatives delivered to over 600 people annually, including serious young offenders. In 2007, Julian began working for Portsmouth Football Club and their charitable arm, Pompey in the Community. He developed a pioneering community cohesion unit, focusing on the delivery of sports, arts, and social development projects for young people. One particular intervention resulted in an 80% reduction in recorded antisocial behaviour over a 2-year period, receiving national acclaim and reported by the Premier League and Home Office as a case study for best practice. Julian was also instrumental in the delivery of a major sports facility at Bransbury Park. The site, which is less than a mile from Portsmouth's Fratton Park Stadium, provides a range of activities for the local community, using sport and leisure activities to aid the development of young people. Julian went on to become the Community Engagement Manager and Director of Big World Impact, a youth and community charity founded by internationally successful businesswoman Joanne White. Through the provision of activities for young people across a range of sports and arts disciplines, as well as enhanced facilities and personal development opportunities, antisocial behaviour within the Lee Park area was reduced by around a fifth, and the project was shortlisted for the Beyond Sports Award. Julian is now Head of Programmes for the Active Communities Network in Hampshire, an international youth and community charity providing weekly sports, arts, accredited training, youth forums, and awareness-raising workshops to tackle relevant community issues, including drug supply and exploitation. Since 2016, Active Communities Network has worked with over 2,500 young people in Havant, delivering over 15,000 hours of activities, alongside 203 volunteers, and, crucially, a number of our students. In February of this year, the charity received the Laureus Sport for Good Award, presented by Benedict Cumberbatch in Monaco, for using the power of sport to overcome violence, discrimination, and disadvantage. In 2010, Julian was awarded an MBE by the Queen at Windsor Castle for services to young people. Chancellor, I present Julian Wadsworth, MBE, for the award of Fellowship of the University, honoris causa.
By the authority of the University, I admit you to the title of Fellow of the University, honoris causa.
Good afternoon, Chancellor, graduates and distinguished guests. I'm extremely proud and honoured to accept the invitation to become an Honorary Fellow of the University of Portsmouth. To receive this honour on a day when students from the Institute of Criminal Justice Studies graduate make this an extra special moment for me, as I have spent most of my career working with and alongside colleagues in criminal justice, including those from the University of Portsmouth. A special thank you to Nick Pament for the very kind words, and also letting it be known that I was actually involved with Southampton Football Club, and for eloquently describing my career in highlights and some of the positive outcomes and achievements that we have made. I would add that these outcomes have only been achieved due to the contribution of many, many passionate and skilled workers that I've worked alongside over the years, plus the partner agencies, including the university, and also the young people, the many young people that I've worked with and been fortunate enough to work with over the years as well. One of the key partners has been the university, including across numerous departments. The university continues to offer great support to both myself, young people and the local communities, and especially within my current role at Active Communities Network, working in both Portsmouth and the Havant area. This partnership has provided so many mutually beneficial outcomes, including both frontline and strategic experience for students, and those students have provided some excellent work in practice through formal placements, volunteering, moving on to paid work within the organisations, and through the many specialist projects that the university is committed to in the community. Having worked for both the statutory and voluntary sector, the contribution of students is highly valued in our city. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than seeing a student progress within their chosen career, and this is one of our main goals when we engage with the university. We have seen many students over the 20-year period that we've worked with and they've developed, and I may have come across them in another part of the country in future years. However, today in the audience, we also have a student, Aisha. So Aisha has graduated today with her first, and that's really to be proud of, and is now employed with Active Communities Network for 20 hours a week on a contract, as she progresses into a master's at Portsmouth University from the autumn term. This is just one example of the successful partnership, and there is a need for many more Aishas in our city and elsewhere in the UK. Having grown up and worked in Portsmouth and the surrounding area for most of my life, I am very proud to witness the positive development of our great city. Growing up locally, I remember the time when we just had a polytechnic in the city, and to see the university now ranked 25 in the Guardian University Guide is truly amazing. The development of the university has coincided with the city becoming a national beacon for culture, tourism, and some really truly international events taking place in our city. It is a time to celebrate and promote what Portsmouth has to offer. Where else better to live and learn than Portsmouth, especially when we are blessed with the lovely weather we've experienced over recent months. However, all of us, and especially those graduating today, need to be aware of some of the increasing complex issues that will affect us, both in this city and cities all over the UK. All of you have benefited from studying at one of the country's, and I would say internationally, leading centres for research and learning in the UK, including this department. Over the last 3 to 4 years, you would have interacted with the very best lecturers within the field, whether it's criminology, criminal justice, policing, forensics, security, fraud, and risk management, just to name a few. Most of you will remain in this sector, progressing into frontline work and then progressing into senior management or directly into senior management roles. Some of you will move into academia and research. You may seek employment through policing, youth offending services, probation, civil service, local authorities, prisons, security, education or business. You may choose to remain in Portsmouth or Hampshire or settle far and wide in the UK or internationally. Please could I appeal to you, or whatever your chosen career or wherever your journey may take you, to be open-minded and have a strong partnership ethos. Be determined and work passionately, and remember, prevention is sometimes better than cure. And if I may give you just one little bit of advice, whatever your chosen field, please research Adverse Childhood Experiences, it's otherwise known as ACEs, if you have not already done so. The increasing complex issues we are seeing in our communities will not be solved easily, and we need the best of minds to find the solutions. Tragically, we have increasing numbers of young people presenting with trauma, vulnerability, and rapidly increasing youth violence across the UK, including our own county. Organised crime gangs from major cities who seek to criminally exploit children, young people and vulnerable adults. We have modern day slavery, we have child sexual exploitation, we have hate crime, and we have radicalisation. You may have to counter and deal with these issues on a regular basis in your chosen field. Young people who see crime and drug dealing as the only path open to them and gravitate towards that lifestyle. How do we change this mentality together? When young people can look at earning money in a couple of hours selling drugs, when other opportunities like apprenticeship programs and colleges may not compete with quick earned cash through illegal means. How can we work together to increase the resilience of young people? These are just some of the complex issues that we face at a time when services stretch and resources are limited. And we all need to think creatively, proactively, and be determined in our approach to find solutions. The university, across numerous faculties and departments, is playing a major role in supporting our communities and finding solutions to some of these issues through innovation and research and also community projects. But there is even more to do in this great city. We have some of the country's most creative and passionate minds working within and passing through this amazing campus, and I am proud and grateful to be working in partnership with many of them. Huge congratulations to all the graduates today, and wishing you the very best in your future careers and study. And I'd just like to add a huge thank you to my wife, who's observing today. Thank you.
So while our graduates are getting ready to come on the stage, I would like to tell you what's going to happen next. Our academic registrar and the chancellor will exchange some very important words which will make the transition from the graduates to graduates and allow them to come across the stage and meet with the chancellor. So that will happen in the next few seconds. Next.
Chancellor, as Academic Registrar, I confirm that those presented at this ceremony have successfully completed their studies, have satisfied all conditions and requirements of the university.
By the authority of the university, I confirm that all those who are duly qualified are hereby admitted to the awards for which they are presented.
Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates from the Institute of Criminal Justice Studies. For the award of Diploma of Higher Education in Community Justice, Jonathan Bailey. Sarah Clark. Natalie Excel. For the Bachelor of Arts in Community Justice Studies, Natalie Andrew. Chloe Benyon. Eloise Brooks. Laura Burgess. Jennifer Connell. Catherine Dendies. And with first class honours, Sally Dixon. Jessica Dodd. Charity Ido Gompam. Katie Fagan. Arena Forey. Jazz Germain. Michelle Jensen. And with first class honours, Rebecca Hatch. Alison Jones. Mahmouda Khanum. Lauren Mackenzie. And with first class honours, Christy McLaughlin. Holly Mills. Nicole Naim Wizza. Liam Oram. Hannah Ovis. Steph Ransom. Chloe Brooke. Siobhan Russell. Charlotte Siegel. Kaylee Stevens. And with first class honours, Ben Summers. And for the Bachelor of Science in Counter Fraud and Criminal Justice Studies, Heather Greenhow. Monique Henderson. And for the Bachelor of Science in Crime and Criminology, Shona MacDonald. And with first class honours and winner of the Tom Williamson Memorial Prize, Sandra Mandrilon. Alessia Nenini. Danielle Sporel. Michael Traffan. And for the Bachelor of Science in Criminology and Criminal Justice, Tasneem Ahmed. Deborah Owusi. Stephanie Bales. And with first class honours, Courtney Baldwin. Kat Barwell. Demi Beanil. Tom Biddles. Joshua Bloor. Elliot Bolton. Jack Caldecott. Daniel Carter. And with first class honours, Aisha Coker. Chloe Cooper. Eleanor Croshaw. Jack Dakin. Jack Dempsey. Aidan Donnelly. And with first class honours, Taya Lisa Edwards. Femi Esawa. And with first class honours, George Fry. Maurice George. Jessica Hall Jennings. Jack Hamblin. Lewis Healy. Abby Hurst. Madison Hibbard. And with first class honours and the winner of the undergraduate dissertation prize, Matthew Hockley. Megan Hook. Louise Horton. Ruby Howard. Danielle Hughes. Scott Hunt. Joseph Ingram. Beth John. Hannah Jones. And with first class honours, Lucy Jones. Adam Kadlubowski. Sophie Kasper. Paige Kenninghale. And with first class honours, Holly Kilroy. Claudia Costeca. Anna Langham. Chelsea Loxton. And with first class honours, Owen Magda. Karen Mahir. Zain Malik. Jessica Mamu. Katie Mapes. Naringa Mele Kayeta. Samia Mahmood. Tracy Moni. Shay Moody. Ellie Moore. Faisal Mazur. Ornella Dongala. Tayshawn Ogun. Josh Packwood. Alex Paul. Kira Pritchard. And with first class honours, Louise Ryan. Tom Saunders. Jason Salome. And with first class honours, Shayna Sinclair. Gurjit Singh Digpal. Olivia Stephen. Harley Sturgis. Megan Taylor. Robin Taylor. Paul Troy. Lauren Turton. And with first class honours, Gokulan Vamalteya. William Lewis Walsh. Andrew Webb. Georgie Wilkins. And with first class honours, Becky Williams. Kelvin O'Kay. Marnie Lewis. Lauren Brownsey. Michelle Mahmood. And for the Bachelor of Science in Criminology and Forensic Studies, Yusuf Bader. With first-class honours, Leah Bateman. Lauren Baverstock. And with first-class honours, William Bergstrom. Tabitha Elizabeth Beegee. And with first-class honours, Sophie Bird. Marina Boston. David Braden. Danu Brown. And with first-class honours, Ellen Burnside. Amy Caddy. Ashley Madwick. Laura Clark. Natasha Coe. Katie Richards. Rufus Creasy. William Cripps. Jess Dyer. Ewan Edwards. Zoe de Carteret. Samuel Fox. And with first-class honours, Rosie Grant. Antonia Gray. With first-class honours, Richard Hood. Rachel Hutz. Maria Kupchak. With first-class honours, Tony Shapova. Lexi Masters. Beth Mellon. And with first-class honours, Jess Morris. Megan Palmer. Megan Poole. Talia Porton. Myra Kadir. And with first-class honours and the winner of the undergraduate dissertation prize, Alex Sala. Evelyn Sarpong. Hannah Shopland. Amy Simmons. Jade Simmons. And with first-class honours, Jessica Souza Lacerda. Lucy Spencer. And with first-class honours, Beth Traves. Kashini Valedon. Bonnie Wild. Elliot Wilberby. Isabel Young. For the Bachelor of Science in Criminology with Psychology, Elvis Andersons. Emma Arnold. Donjetta Baliou. Ariana Barlow. And with first class honours, Diana Bodgila. Andy Brooker. Kieran Brown. Sophie Butler. Lorena Carretrio. Eleanor Craft. Rebecca Denyer. Alice Dixon. And with first class honours, Charlotte Edwards. Lana Emily Foyle. Lois Goodman. Chloe Graham. Nina Headland. And with first class honours, James Henderson. Victoria Hobson. James Holman. Anna Litterick. Mark McGreevy. And with first class honours, Ria Meredith. And with first class honours, Zoe Milbourne. Alexandra Miles. And with first class honours, Jane Miller. Reese Miller. Gemma Mooney. Kendra Nichols. Mariam Nisa. Michelle Uliluma. Ashley Pacey. Rory Patterson. Eloise Felon. Ranjit Rayet. Reese Ritchie. Chloe Rogers. And with first class honours, Megiona Sashu. Lucy Scott. And with first class honours, Celine Simon. Rosemary Skinner. Lauren Steele. Lauren Swannock. Ellie Thompson. And with first class honours, Holly Turner. Susanna Fonseca. Lucy Wands. Josh Wheeler. Sarah Wincott. William Wing. Kendra Woodrow. Dominic Worth. And for the Bachelor of Science in Policing and Investigation, Jodie Fellows. And with first class honours, Helen Gowlett. And for the Bachelor of Science in Risk and Security Management, James Downs. Graham Lewis. John Mabru. Elvis Osawengi. And with first class honours, Scott Reardon. Fernand Temgwe. Michael Wizai. Barry Griffiths. And for the Bachelor of Arts in American Studies and History, Kylie Smith. And this concludes the presentation of students from the Institute of Criminal Justice Studies and today's ceremony.
Chancellor, I present to you Rebecca Denyer to respond to the University on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, honorary guests, graduates. On behalf of all the graduates here today, I would like to thank you for attending this year's Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences graduation ceremony. There is a common misunderstanding that in order to successfully complete university, you need to achieve at least a 2-1. I do not believe this. Every single graduate sitting here today has achieved so much more than a grade. We have partaken in volunteer roles, been dedicated members of societies, made lifelong friends, pushed through all the challenges and obstacles that have been thrown at us during the last 3 or 4 years. Reflecting back on the individuals we were when we arrived at Portsmouth as young, 18-year-old freshers or mature students, we should all take a moment to think about the person who sits before their family, friends, and loved ones today, and all we have achieved. We can share this moment together to be truly proud of ourselves and one another. I would like to take this opportunity to share with you today a quote by Carlin, which I first heard during a lecture led by Dr. Andy Williams. This quote I found truly inspirational, and the message behind it has been stuck with me since first hearing it, and it is something we as graduates can take with us into our future career paths. Governments don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. This is against their interests. They want obedient workers, people who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork, and just dumb enough to passively accept it. Andy shared this quote in order to inform us that we are the next generation of practitioners that can change the way the system works and try to improve it. Considering the career paths our undergraduate degree will likely lead to as probation officers, police officers, or academics, we are going to be faced with direct opportunities to make a real difference to people's lives. We have the opportunity to make real change. I believe that it is important to always remember why we chose this field and to continue on in our careers with the same passion with which we started our degree. As graduates, we have the skills to go into each of our career paths with a strong, confident, and influential voice, even when faced with challenges. However, With this and the challenges and stresses we are likely to face during our next chapters, we should always remember the importance of self-care. We live in a world that is slowly becoming more understanding of mental health conditions. We can be proud that our generation is helping to break the stigma associated with mental health. Within our career sectors we are likely to go into, self-care is vital. Working with vulnerable individuals, either victims or offenders, will be a key challenge within many of our careers. With this in mind, it is important to remember that in order to help others, we have to take care of ourselves too. It is okay to not be okay, and there is always someone out there who can listen and offer support. After reflecting back on all we have achieved during our time at university, it is important to remember all those who have helped us along the way. This is the point I will leave you on, as although today is a celebration of everything we have achieved, I'm sure my fellow graduates will agree that it would not have been possible without those who continually supported us. On behalf of the graduates, I would firstly like to thank all the academic staff within the Department of Institute of Criminal Justice Studies. You have been our foundation of learning over the last 3 years and have encouraged and motivated us during the hardest times. One thing I have really come to appreciate at the University of Portsmouth is the number of academic lecturers within our department who have made a significant and influential contribution to their field. We can use this as inspiration to be the next set of practitioners, as Andy advised, to change the system and make a real difference. On behalf of the graduates, thank you to all the staff at the University of Portsmouth Library who can contribute to keeping it running for 24 hours every day during the academic year. Thank you for providing us with such a fantastic library where we can complete our coursework, revise for our exams, and pull those all-nighters where necessary. Thank you also to the team at the Placement and Internship Centre, the Student Union, the Institute of Criminal Justice Studies admin team, the Academic Skills Unit, and the Student Wellbeing Service. My final thanks on behalf of the graduates go to you, our family, friends, and loved ones. Thank you for the continued support over not only the last 3 or 4 years, but throughout our entire lives. You have been our rocks, have motivated us during times of stress and where we have been close to giving up, for which we will always be grateful. No words can truly express the gratitude we have for everything you do for us. You have given us the strength and belief to achieve all we have. So thank you, Mum and Dad. Graduates, sorry, a little bit. Graduates, to the friends sitting next to us today who have shared this journey with us and helped us along the way. Although for many of us our time at the University of Portsmouth has come to an end, our friendship has not. Thank you for making this journey worthwhile, memorable and enjoyable. Together we have shared so many memories and we can look forward to the next chapters that are yet to come. But for now, enjoy your day, you deserve it. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you to Rebecca. Good afternoon, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, and our university graduates. My deepest congratulations to all of you. This is an immensely proud day for you, your friends, and your families, and I am honoured to be sharing it with you as your Chancellor. I myself have sat where you are today, as I am an alumna of the University of Portsmouth. Even though it was a long 25 years ago, I still remember how emotional this day is, and the smiling faces of my own mother and late father as my name was called out to collect my certificate. Their very, very visible sense of joy and pride was infectious. Myself and my sister were the first generation in our family to go to university, and this may be true for some of you today. You are pioneers. Your family and friends will be bursting with pride. You should also be bursting with pride. Your time at the university will be a big part of who you go on to become and what you go on to achieve. You leave today at least a foot taller than when you arrived. I hope your time at the university has helped you to unlock your true potential and to fuel your self-belief, as it did with me. The friendships that you have formed during your time at Portsmouth, please hold dear. These friends are your ready-made cheerleaders. The lessons you have been taught while at the university, please remember, these are your compass. You today leave university and walk out into a world that may seem uncertain, a world of work which has been utterly transformed. You will need to use your head and your heart, but please trust your gut. Always trust your gut. You will need to be strong and be resilient. You are equipped to deal with change. You have absolutely got this. Most importantly, though, I want you to find your purpose. I want you to find your happy. This may not be immediate right now, or even front of mind, given the joy of graduating and the immense euphoria that you are feeling. However, it is really important. Your purpose will guide you through life and ensure you grab life with both hands and be successful in whatever you choose to do. You have the potential to make the world a much happier place and to make people feel like they belong. I wish you Godspeed, and I wish you good luck and a happy and fulfilling life. Now, go out to the world and change it for the better. You are an agent of change. I'm counting on each and every one of you. Thank you. As well as congratulating all of our graduates, I want to also add my congratulations to all of those that have supported them while they have been studying at the university. I now declare that this congregation is closed. Please be upstanding for the academic procession.